This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so here this is my machine, and done IPA and 11. One 192.168.1.11. Yes, accept it. Stephen, are you doing a practice and all?
Yes, I am.
Great.
So catching up, and but I'm looking forward to where we'll be searching the logs and how to analyze data and things like that.
Yeah,
So
true.
that
So
really,
data collection, after that we'll analyze also.
yes.
Okay, so today I'm going to help you with APM, how to set up APM. So how to set up APM. So first understand the theoretical part of it, and then we'll understand the demo of it. We'll go through the demo. So now this is the application. I mean, this is your server, Linux server or Windows server. In this example, I'm using the Linux server, but it can be any operating system. Now in application, in this Linux server, let's say you have Java installed. Okay, I'll just change the color. You have a Java installed, and after that Java, what you installed? So typically you install Tomcat, and then finally you have applications running inside a Tomcat. Agree with me, all of you?
Yes.
So now what to do? So now, if you remember that in last discussion, I said there are two ways to do APM. One is agent with agent, and another one is agentless. So agentless, I'll talk about in the next section. That is a synthetic monitoring basically. But in this session, I'll talk about with agent. So this is the code. Okay, I'll write it so you'll remember that. This is a Java. This is Tomcat, and this is app. Okay, so now this is app. Okay, so here I'll change this is app. So what to do? How do we monitor? So the traffic will come. Look at this here. The hell lot of people are there, real people who want to access the website, just like Amazon.com and stuff like that. So these people are hitting the traffic on Tomcat. Which is the port of Tomcat, by the way? I forgot. Anyone remember?
It's 8080.
8080. So everyone will hit the 8080. Now in real time, it is not directly hitting on 8080. They have a load balancer and stuff like that. So I'm not complicating the scenarios right now. So Tomcat 8080 port which is hitting. So now whatever the see in this software, you have multiple modules. So the traffic is like you connect to microservices. So it's travel to here, to here, to here, to here, and then response get it right now. Correct now? All of you?
Yes.
So now the question is, how do we trace that each request and how much time it has spent in the code level, which method between this, how much time between this microservices, how much time between this, how much time, and all this stuff. How do I measure it? So we have to install the agent. But if you're thinking about that agent, no, we are not using that agent. We have to install the agent in the code itself. That means this is an application running. So there is one more application I will install. This is called Datadog agent. Okay, this is called Datadog agent, which is also running in the Tomcat only. That means any request which is coming to the applications, this agent will capture that. This agent will capture it, and it can send directly to the Datadog. That is also possible, and it can send to the agent which is hosted at the same machine. It's also possible, and from here it go to the Datadog. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
So what is this? This Datadog agent is nothing but a code embedded in the applications, and the moment the application has traffic, it gather all the traces and send back to the Datadog, and from there you practice it. So if you have understood the flow, I can show you the demo also accordingly. What do you think? All of you? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so let's get started. So now the question is, where is the documents for the steps? So go to this place and Datadog. You can find official documents also, that is very in detailed way, but I don't need that much of detailed way. So here it says, how do you set up a Datadog APM for Java applications with a Tomcat? Okay, so now here I'm doing it. By the way, I want to show you the site first. Go to this Datadog, and before that, you know what I should do? I'm running few servers, 26 servers of the last session, so I should stop it, otherwise it will be billing to me and I'll be have to pay from my pocket. So yeah, stop it and done. Okay, so now what I'm doing, this is the instruction. So step number 1, first of all, install the Datadog agent. It's in CentOS, Ubuntu and Windows. How do we install it? I think you know that, so I don't have to teach you that part. So this is the machines, and do we have a Datadog agent running or not? Grep Datadog is running, so that's perfectly fine. Now I have to install the Java. So right now, for this demo, I'm installing the OpenJDK. But you know what? I am setting up the Java application and Tomcat in CentOS. So for this command will not work. This command will not work. So we have to have a this one. What is it? Yum command. So let me see if I have any documentation for as such which I can find. Datadog and Tomcat. So I think no, let's use this document only, no problem. So I'll have to change this here. So I have to install the Java. So how do we install the Java? So I'm going to install the Java 11 for the sake of it, because it's 8 is outdated. So here mine is CentOS 7, mind it. So Java install, and here it is, and I'm going to install the Java 11 CentOS, which is here. This command will install the Java set. So clear the command. Here it is. Yes. Almost done. Okay, so after this is done, okay, this is done. I'll go back and install and run Apache Tomcat. Okay, so here you have a command, you can use it, but you know what, I'm damn sure about it, this URL will be expired actually, because Apache changed this URL. So not to worry, you can just go to the website, and here this is the URL, you can use it, binary. Okay, so now I'll go to cd opt, and here Apache Tomcat is there, which is here, it's 9.0. So I think Tomcat is already there in my machines. Here I downloaded it, this flow, wget and stuff like that. After that after this downloading, you have to start this Tomcat. So what to do? So how to start the Tomcat? So here go to the bin directory, and just I'm starting the Tomcat for the testing purpose. Okay, so see that if it's successful. sorry, bad command, I run it. And Tomcat started. What is IP address? IP address is 11. So let me check. 80, enter. Here it is running. So this is a Tomcat, some example applications here you have, which you can use it. So now in order to start the Tomcat, you can give a permission chmod -r 755 and dot something like that. You can give it. Anyways, this was already done. So here if you see, all this thing is done. So with that, this is also completed. Are you comfortable with the step number 3, all of you? All of
Yes.
you? Now after this is important, guys. This is the code I was talking about, is agent for APM. It's a jar file. So now if you have a Java, it's a jar file. If you have Python, it's a py file. Ruby package, different languages, different things. So how do we do that? So go ahead here, click on the introduction, and you see it supported Java, Python, .NET, Ruby, PHP, Golang, Node, and everything is supported. So go and get started with it. Now here your application is running on the host based or container based or serverless. So host based means VMs and all physical machines. Container based means Docker, Kubernetes and all. So right now my application is running, Tomcat is running with host based. Now here which language you have? So here it says, hey, install agent. Now for this, agent is already installed, so that's okay. Okay, so now then you will say one question, Rajesh, this agent will collect all the information. So why do we need this agent? Do you have this question? Correct now?
Yes.
So actually this agent send all the data to this agent, and this agent can send to Datadog. That is what it's saying. See here. Datadog APM relies on the standard Datadog agent to send a traces. In fact, you can configure to send directly also. Some configuration required. Now, which programming language you have? So it's Java, you have Python, you have Ruby, Go, and all this programming language, which is supported by Datadog. So I'll go for the Tomcat, and here this is what you have to do. So this is the jar file you have to download it. This is the important jar file. Okay. So now if you follow these documents, you have the same thing. Go to OPT, download this file, and give the permissions and stuff like that. So that is something which you can do that. So let me do this here. OPT wget. There's a failure, so I have to add installing the tracer. This is agent for APM. See here, this is the one, and giving the full permissions for execute it. Okay, done. Now what you have to do, this is the agent which you have to set in the Java. So this jar file is located somewhere, but you have to run it in the Tomcat with the Tomcat. So for that, what you're going to do, look at this here. You can modify. There are many ways to do that, but this is one of the way. So modify the catalina.sh. Okay, or by the way, you can set a set env also. Many ways are there. Whichever you are comfortable is okay. You can go ahead. Now here, if you go to Tomcat, they have downloaded this one, and now they are saying, hey, are you able to understand this code, all of you? All of you, this code? Anyone?
Yeah.
So basically, this is running one app.jar, this application, and this agent is also set in the class path. But who's running application like that? No one is running. That's the reason I am showing you the demo in what? Tomcat. Basically, we run application with the Tomcat or GWAS or something like that. Correct? So this code you have to set it up very carefully. Okay. So this code. So where is the path of the DD agent? This is correct. Yes. And here this is a profiling enabled, true. Now you must be thinking from where we are getting all this thing. So let me show you here. Give the service name. This is a chat service. And what is environment? Production environment. See that the moment you are filling all this thing, this is getting transformed. And here all this thing you can keep it as simple. Right now, not complicating profiler and all stuff like that. So basically this is your code. This is your code. I am doing nothing but adding in the Tomcat. This is the way. So here this is the path, correct? Profiling, make it true. Injection, true. Okay, trace sample rate 1. What is your application name? So call it chat or something. And what is the environment? Prod. Same thing, I just did it here. And you have to insert this line in the catalina.ss file. So let's go to the catalina.ss file. So here Tomcat and cd bin and vi, where is the catalina.ss file? Here. And just go here and somewhere I'll place here. And this is the code and paste it. Are you understanding, all of you? This is one of the way, by the way. If you're a Java programmer, you know tens of ways to do that. So that is done. After that, you have to start the Tomcat. So you have to start the Tomcat. Can we start the Tomcat? Shut down Tomcat and start up Tomcat. And can we validate if Datadog agent is loaded in the process table? ps-ef grep dd agent and Datadog. I cannot see that agent has loaded in this file. So let me check that. I must be missing something. So I should have this agent should be loaded actually. So it's still there. It's loaded actually. I did not write in right name. So you see that it's loaded. So now it's loaded with the Tomcat. So this is done. So application has an agent installed and is running perfectly fine. So far so good. All of you, any questions? Hello? Hello? Am I audible, guys? Yeah. After this, what you're going to do? You're going to traffic. So here you see that these are the people who's going to hit on the Tomcat, and Tomcat will receive the traffic application. And now, whatever the traffic you receive, this agent will keep sending to the host agent and host agent to Datadog. That's all. So can we generate a traffic? So let me first access this application. So there in a Tomcat, there are so many default applications out there. So I'll use some of these applications here. I hitting manually, but this is not a good way to do that. So if you want to create a large amount of traffic, what you do, you can use a JMeter, which I'm doing it. So if you don't know the JMeter, it's for way to create a fake traffic actually. You can learn. Some of my videos will be there in LMS, so you can check it out. So where is the tools? So see tools and JMeter, bin and command line. So JMeter, I'm creating a traffic, and here enter. So this is the JMeter applications, which will help me to create a hell lot of traffic. Meanwhile, what I'll do, I'll go ahead at a Datadog website and see that if something has come or not. So go for here. So far it's not come. I'm refreshing it. Let's wait for it. Okay, so I should also check my node is sending a data or not. So one thing I'm doubting in this machine, and that is I want to check that my keys actually. I'm not sure that key is right or not, because last time I'm using multiple account and for training. So my keys is this one. I'll match the API key is this one, and region is USD also. So let me go to here and application keys, organization, setting, API keys. So here it says this key has been leaked. So that is a problem. So I was knowing actually. No problem. I'll delete this. So that was a problem. Leak means this key has been shared by me on GitHub. So they detected it. No problem. And after that, I'll generate a new key actually. I replace it, restart the agent. That's all. So let me do that. So I deleted this key, still is showing. Okay, they're saying, hey, Raj. The site, am I audible, right? All of you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so my site is little slow, but it's okay. I'm modifying the Datadog file. I'll change the key, and here it should be restart this systemctl, restart Datadog agent, and finally Datadog agent and config check, and seems to be fine. Tomcat is added here and seems to be okay. Now I'll create some traffic, fake traffic on this URL. So how do we create? So this is the URL. I'm not teaching you JMeter, but you can learn from my videos. Third, how many users I want? 10 users. More than that, my system will hang. Okay, infinite, and creating a fake traffic actually. So sampler, HTTP request. This is the IP address 8080, path which is here, and listener, view results. Now this I'm going to save it and done. And let's create a traffic. So now I'm creating a fake traffic on my Apache. These sample applications are there. Hello world. And now can I go and check that whether it has come or not? So let me refresh this Datadog, and here you see a services has come. So now see that chat functionality. So here now you got this, all this information. Now it will take 20-30 minutes to fill all this graph. Okay, so you have to keep generating a traffic. Okay, because more traffic, more graph will be filled, and then you can understand that what is exactly each graph. So now you have to understand request and error, request errors per second, what are the latency, historical latency, update score, and many things what you see here. Are you understanding, all of you? all the traces you want to see. Here you can go to the traces and see here live traffic. You see here, these are the modifications happening. So guys, are you able to understand, all of you? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll let it be for some more time, because in order to fill this graph, you need to run at least 30-40 minutes, and then have a nice data actually. So right now, you'll not be able to visualize what exactly each graph you have and get going. So this is chat service, and now you have to understand this graph. Understanding this graph, making use of this knowledge and for your projects, meeting SLO and SLA and all stuff like that. That will help you. Okay, so this is about APM setup. So something similar if you want to do, you'll have to do with other programming language also. So if you want to add service here, again same way. Let's say host based, you want to do for Python, Ruby, Go, and accordingly. Okay, any questions?